I know that George Clooney has made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Is that what drove you to?
No, actually, what drove us to make Dos Hombres with Aaron Paul as the other hombre is that 3 years after the end of Breaking Bad, we missed seeing each other, and we don't play golf. Had we played golf, we wouldn't have a mezcal. Truly. Because, listen, when guys get together, they feel they have to justify it. Whereas women, who are so much more mature and smarter than we are, when you miss someone, you see someone, you go see them, and you don't feel you have to justify having lunch with someone or just being with them. But we do. Men feel like, well, are we going to watch the game? Are we going to play golf? Are we going to do a podcast? Are we going to go into business together? Are we going to? We think in those terms.
So you said, Aaron, I want to let's hang out. He said, not without a reason.
Yes, exactly. We talked about maybe we can do something on stage or something. It was a little too early. 3 years after the end of Breaking Bad, so we needed to let the characters die. Let them get some distance. And so we thought, he said, what about mezcal? And I thought, now that is a terrible idea. And because when I was young in high school and college, I played poker with my friends, and we'd get together, and everyone you'd have a case of beer and a spirit every time we got together, once a month. And the spirit was a surprise to whoever was hosting. And one time it was a mezcal, and there was a dead worm at the bottom of this plastic bottle that cost $3.95. And it smelled like industrial carpet cleaner. And it tasted like industrial carpet cleaner.
Painting a beautiful picture.
Yes, I know. And it was repulsive. So when then decades later, he says, we should do a mezcal. I went back there and I went, that is just, no. But we went to a mezcal bar in New York City. We tasted a bunch. I got excited about it. I had no idea that I had shut out this whole spirit out of my life. And it's beautiful. It's so refined. The taste is fantastic. So we went down to Oaxaca, and we said, let's set this up. And there are people who can give you tours if you're interested in entrepreneurship in that field. And so we did. And we toured around for a week. And every day we went out and we tried maybe a total of 90 to 100 different mezcals. And then
you don't drive home after that.
No, we had a driver. Yeah.
Do you spit it out? Like if you're trying 90
kind
mezcals?
Of, yes. You just take a little sip, and then you savor that it's either right or it's wrong. Set it aside. Make your notes. Take a bite of a cracker or something, and a sip of water. And then take another sip of something else. And it was usually too strong for me or too weak for Aaron. I like something that's inviting. I don't want to be attacked when I drink. But he loved a real peaty scotch that he said, I don't mind, being slapped around. I said, we can arrange that.
You should write him a letter.
I will write him. I will write him.
Yeah. Mezcal. So you go out.
Wait, does all mezcal have the worm at the bottom?
No. That was a marketing gimmick from a couple companies. They thought
marketing gimmick?
Yeah.
Does yours have the worm at the bottom?
No. We don't want to contaminate it.
Can you imagine if you can't come up with a marketing gimmick for whatever you're selling? Like, who came up with I don't know how we're going to, let's put a dead worm.
You should put, like, in some of them, just like a dead cricket.
I don't want anything dead in the bottle because
put them in live and then let
well, that's what happens.
Nature take its course. But okay, the point is that you guys are walking. When you went around and you were tasting and making notes, was it with the intent of creating your own?
If we found something that we both loved, doesn't it exist?
Or you were allowed to take a taste and then give them a note to, what this needs? It needs a little more.
Well, that's possible, I suppose, but I didn't have the expertise to be able to say that, nor the confidence. I was new to it, and I was learning as we were going. So,
Aaron, had he done this?
No.
So you're both new to it. You don't know what you're doing. You're just
new
going off your...
Yeah, you got feelings about it. And so we kept looking and looking and looking, and it was always too harsh for me or too weak for him, and it was like a Goldilocks. We weren't finding it. But over the course of the week, We started coming closer to the middle. He started realizing, oh, maybe I don't want to be attacked so harshly. And I'm thinking, you know what? That nice warm finish when you take a sip, it feels really good. And so, and what about the profiles? Is it earthy or citrusy or sweet? And so we had to find something that was right for us, and we found Dos Hombres. Yeah.
When you're tasting like that, that's not a sommelier, right? That's not a sommelier is wine.
It
or
doesn't
is it
have
for
to
any
be.
alcohol?
It can be for any alcohol. Yeah.
So you were amateur sommeliers, kind of, right?
Oh no, we're still way far.
So you
away from
found
that.
something that you liked.
Yes.
Did it exist?
Well, artisans, the mezcaleros, as they're called down in Mexico, they are artisans and they make their art.
Artisans or moonshiners?
No, they're artisans. They're allowed and it's legal and they can make it anywhere they
really?
want. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, so you found one that you liked.
Right. And we talked to him, and his name is Gregorio Velasco, and we said, we love this. This is the only one that we ever agreed on. And we talked to him, and he was excited about it because what they do, when we go to a street fair, you see people who make jewelry, and they make candles, and they make cookies, and they make whatever. So do mezcaleros. They make their mezcal, and they take it to market, and they hope that someone will find it and pay them for it, and they usually sell it off in big barrels. And
They're called mezcaleros.
yeah,
I wish I knew that.
yeah.
I wish I knew that
you
when I
do.
was single.
You know that now.
No, but I'm married and happy.
How would that help you if you were single?
I just think that if you walked into a bar and you met a young lady and she said, "What do you do?" I go, "I'm a mezcalero." I just think it sounds cool.
You make mescaline, or something they think maybe.
Why do we always have to go back to like Breaking Bad-ish?
Because it's in the DNA.
It is. So, okay, so now you say to him, you like it.
We like it. Let's do business. This is a beautiful little town, San Luis del Rio. There's one landline telephone. There's no cell service. It rings on a post in the middle of town. And the responsibility of the residents there are, if they are walking by, whoever's close it rings, you answer it. Hola, momento. And you put it up on a hook and you go get the person that they're calling for.
That's amazing. That's teamwork.
Is there a picture of this place?
Oh, yeah, there's
What's
plenty
it
of
called?
pictures.
What's it
It's on-
called?
So it's San Luis del Rio. It's up
San
on our,
Luis del Rio.
Yeah, it's on our website.
It's on your website?
That's on our website, yeah.
The website is what?
DosHombres.com. DosHombres.com.
DosHombres.com.
Yeah. And the second responsibility is whoever is passing by, if they see the phone up on the hook, they want to see, is someone on it? If not, hang it back up so someone else can call. Where we make Dos Hombres, there's no electricity.
So
There's
you don't
no
say, like,
running
is
water.
Gregorio there? Of course he's here.
He's here. We bought him a satellite phone because we needed to get in touch with him at any given time.
Oh my gosh. So so once you say you want to go into business, he's already making.
He's already
That's
making.
him? That's Greg.
Yes, that's Gregorio.
That's
there, yeah.
Gregorio. And
Yeah.
so, but he's not bottling it. So your business is really packaging and selling what it is
And
he does.
bringing it to the United States. So
He must be stoked that you found him then and gave the publicity
You're his
to.
savior. I mean, you've done
No.
more for Gregorio than
No.
you did for Stephen Collins. I think so.
But
But it's hitting the jackpot because there's a lot of people out there that are making alcohol and
Yes.
stuff, and then you happen to stumble upon this one that you love
yeah.
and agreed to boost it with you and publicity and packaging and stuff. Otherwise, that may not have happened. So
It's the
that's
first time he's ever had a brand in his family.
Mm-hmm.
He's a third generation mezcalero. His son will be a fourth. And he's never had a brand before. But 6 months into it, on his birthday, Aaron and I realized that without Gregorio, we have no business. So we called him up and wished him a happy birthday and gave him serious stock in the company. So he's.
Did he cry?
Now he did. In fact, the last time we go down at least once a year, and the last time he said he doesn't speak any English, he said something, and then we looked to our translator, and he said he thinks he's dreaming.